Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Um, already have gone through and done 40 um, broadcasts, and I just want to take a little bit of time and try to explain to you what I'm planning on. Of course, being whatever the situation is, we have to be pretty fluid, whatever happens. But the whole idea is this, that we're developing the peace education program. Now, at the onset of these broadcasts, I had mentioned that that would be a really great thing to do, which I still believe that would be a really wonderful thing to do. And so we're pulling together different materials to make this happen. And the reason for that is that it hasn't really happened this way. And so the way I'm planning on, and it could change at any time, so don't hold me to it, is basically you will see one day, you will see the PEP, and it's not all day long or anything like that. It's roughly half an hour, a little over. It could be if my introduction gets in there. And then there will be at least a couple of days for you to be able to write to us the learnings that you have had. So, particularly paying attention to what the PEP would be, each one of the segments. And then I will take all those and we'll select the pertinent ones. I'm sure we're going to get a few that are not quite, the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree type of situation, but just to be able to take the ones that will help everybody go forward. And I'll read those and we will discuss that, or I'll discuss that. And then we will go on to the next um, episode of Peace Education Program. So this is the way it will keep happening, and we may increase the time in between, we may decrease the time in between, one way or the other way. The broadcasts have served, I think, a wonderful purpose. Also, one of the other things that I am thinking about is to do events. Now, what kind of events? Well, under these circumstances, they would be virtual events. And these virtual events would take place, of course, wherever I am in the lockdown, that's where these events will happen from. And they will be made available to you to watch. They will, of course, be longer than the ones that the broadcast that you have been watching. So this is kind of the plan that I'm working with or proceeding towards. There's also wonderful stuff out there. One of the ones is the new podcasts that have come out called the Life Essential Podcasts. They're available through Apple Podcast or through Spotify, and they're really good. And you may want to go and check them out. So in between, we are also going to have quite a few videos that we will be showing. So all this isn't just going to go dark by any stretch of the imagination. There'll be a lot of material that'll be pushed out. I mean, believe me, one thing we do have is a lot of material. Then, of course, I have been doing this parallel thing, which is the Hindi broadcast for all the Hindi speaking people around the world. And well, of course, they had that question too, whether you're going to do PEP in Hindi. So then I found out that the PEP that we have currently is mostly the ones that is in English, but then they translate it and so on. So what I want to do is kind of do something a little fresher for them. We don't have the means, I don't have the means to create and edit all of the new PEP, but I can do whatever I can do. I do have the list of all the items that are in the PEP. So there's peace, appreciation, inner strength, self awareness, clarity, understanding, dignity, choice, hope, and contentment. These are the topics that are discussed in PEP. So I can try to create something in Hindi. Well, I'll have to see. The Hindi ones, they're on 37th broadcast, so few more to go for them, and then that'll give me enough time to then work on the peace education program and get the peace education program done. Like I've said many times before, look, this is true for everything in this universe. You're only going to get what you put into it, you know. What you don't put into it, if there's a lot of people who might be shy, who might be like, I don't know what this is. It's all good stuff. It's all things to help you think about a whole different way of what it is to be human. I mean, a viewpoint, a perspective being provided to you that is other than do this, and this. All these formulas that have existed for years and 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 years, and add a few more, on the face of this earth, and have really done nobody any good. And so, calamities keep happening. They were kings that a long time ago, there were kings that would be really mean, who were not good, who were not generous, who were not fair to the people. And then revolts happened, and they were thrown out. They were kicked out. So all of this drama that you and we all are, the plagues have happened before. Plagues happen in Africa virtually every year. These locusts come and wipe out everything, and people have to go hungry. So many disease. Somewhere this disease is rising, somewhere that disease is rising. We've already been through MERS and SARS and bird flu and Ebola and all of these, and so here comes coronavirus, and we're like, of course we should be very concerned, and we should take all the precautions that are necessary, but at the same time, we need to use our intelligence and experience and courage, not go around spreading bad rumors, false stories, and work together for a better conclusion to this collectively around the world. But of course, that's too much to ask. It's like, no, we don't want any help. We don't want this. We don't want that. But it would have been wonderful to see a cooperation by the world leaders and some sanity by the world leaders, looking at those leaders who have been successful and in ways emulating them. But, of course, that's too much to ask. So that can go on and on and on. But to me, the whole idea is to just provide another perspective, a reality that deals with you, instead of everything else that you can do that deals with you. That's what peace education program is. These are the things how you can achieve the peace, the appreciation for your life, the inner strength that you have. These are things that are not created. You don't have to go out and try to create them. These are the things that already exist inside of you. And all you are doing is allowing them to come out, to manifest. You know of your anger, but did you know that you also have clarity inside of you, that you have appreciation inside of you? And these things can actually make your life incredibly beautiful if they're applied in the right way. And that's what they're there for. Everybody is born with them. I mean, yes, we are born with our anger. We are born with our fear. We are born with all of this stuff. But we're also born with tremendous amount of beauty. And that's what peace is. That's what appreciation is. And appreciation just takes that little bit of an eye and say, look, there's other stuff you can appreciate. There's so much more that you can appreciate. And then the inner strength, the strength that you have, which will come in handy when the world defeats you. What are you going to do? A lot of people sit there and feel devastated, but you don't have to feel devastated. You can move, you can march, you can go forward. That's what peace education is all about. Self awareness, being aware of who you are, what your positives are. Uh, this is so important in this life. And in everyday navigation, you need to know exactly where you are on that map. And the map of life, being aware of yourself, which is incredibly, incredibly important. Clarity, the power of clarity, to be able to see. Because when problems come, I can assure you, everybody, everybody, when they are inundated with the problems, everything goes foggy. It's not clear, it goes foggy. In that moment, you have to have something that pierces that fog, and that's called your clarity. This is what you need. When, for instance, I say this many times, when you turn on a light in a dark room, you don't create the objects that are in that room. You simply illuminate those objects that are in that room. So if you want to go from one end to the other end of the room, and maybe there's obstacles, you couldn't see those obstacles. And when it was dark, maybe you were tripping on those obstacles, getting hurt. But if you turn on the light, now you can see those obstacles. And how does that help you? Now you can circumnavigate them. You can go around them and go to where you are going. That's so important in life. That's what that clarity is. To have the understanding, of course, the importance of every moment, but understanding what's going on in this situation, what is really happening, to have a view, literally to have a bird's eye view of the situation. It's like an understanding, to literally have a view that you are not caught emotionally in, but you can look at it and say, there is a problem, there is a problem, there is a problem. Somebody maybe has a car and it's not running well. So somebody can say, let's change the paint job. But if you have any understanding of that car, you say, well, paint job isn't the problem. Whatever the problem is, if the engine isn't starting, then there are certain things you can look to why the engine isn't working. Maybe you're out of fuel. Maybe the spark plugs are gone. If the vehicle isn't, when it's driving, is not driving properly, maybe one of the tires is busted. Maybe the drive shaft fell off. These things can happen. But it takes some kind of understanding. Same thing in life. It takes some kind of an understanding to say, look, I need to go forward, not be stuck in this place. I'm wasting my time being stuck. So understanding can be incredibly simple, but so profound. Even that little bit of understanding, I don't want to be stuck. I want to go forward. I want to make the most of my life. So that's your understanding. Dignity. I mean, my God, the world works so hard to take a person's dignity away. You realize what I'm talking about here, the dignity that is so important, that every human being have that dignity in their life. If you are just a normal, common human being, you are nobody. Get in the line. Get in the back of the line. You're going to get no exceptions. If you are a normal human being, you will get no exceptions. Nothing. A VIP, oh yeah, cut in this line, do this, do this, do this, do this. Dignity. People try to take your dignity away. But you have to hang on to your own dignity. To whatever you do in this world, that you do it from that place, I'm not talking about an egomaniac. I'm talking about dignity, that strength, that clarity, knowing that with that smile, knowing it's okay, that dignity. The choice, most important thing, choice. This is what makes everything valid in this crazy world. You have a choice. You always have a choice. This is your way out. This is how you can do what needs to get done because you have a choice. You don't have to be the victim every single time. You have a choice. You can be making that choice in your life. Hope. Not hope of the drama of the printer that keeps printing these pictures every 15 minutes and saying, this is what you want, this is what you want, this is what you want. But hope that yes, things will get better, things will improve, that I can go forward. Hope that is actually built on a very solid foundation, not on a lot of beliefs, but as actually built on very, very solid foundations. And then contentment. Contentment, to be content inside, from inside. Instead of just constantly going, I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this. No, understand your needs because you've got your needs so confused with your wants. So many people in this world will never feel contentment in their life because they've got their wants and their needs all mixed up. You will be content if you understood what your needs are. And if your needs are taken care of, you will be content. So these are the topics of Peace Education Program. And I look forward to joining you again with the Peace Education Program. If in the meantime, I get some idea or some thought and I want to share with you, of course, I'm going to produce a broadcast and let you know what that is. So if you want to check out the Life Essential podcast through Apple Podcast or Spotify, they are available. And till then, keep enjoying, keep watching. There's so much to watch just from these series alone. So many of them have been done. So enjoy those. And all the new videos that will be put up, enjoy those. Until Pep is ready, I will see you then. Take care, be safe, be well, and most importantly, be and enjoy yourself. Thank you.